When I was still in the Army, I would sketch or draw whenever I could since I didn't have a lot of free time. It definitely got me into trouble more times than I could count when I was in school, but in the military, it ended up getting me voluntold to paint murals or designing tattoos for my fellow soldiers. Now that I've been out of the military for years, I found that keeping a sketchbook is one of the most important tools that you'll have as an artist. Since moving from LA to London a few months ago, and still waiting on our stuff from overseas, I luckily brought a few sketchbooks with me and started a new one. Sketchbooks are extremely beneficial to building your skill as an artist regardless of your current level. More importantly for this vlog series, you should keep one. Here are 6 reasons you should keep a sketchbook. 1. A safe, no judgment zone to take artistic risks. One of the main benefits of a sketchbook is that it's your personal space for free-flowing artistic goodness and limitless creativity. There's no outside pressure, no deadlines, no expectations. It's a blank space to do whatever the hell you want. A sketchbook is the place to explore different styles that you admire or want to practice, doodle, write down quotes you like, document ideas, and if you keep it up, you'll have a whole collection of creative ideas by the time you reach the end. Even if you're not in love with everything you create in your sketchbook, leave those so-so feeling pieces alone and come back to it later. You might be able to work on it more or use it in a new piece as an enhancement, which we'll go over in future lessons on mixed media. 2. Diversifying mediums and styles. When it comes to keeping a sketchbook or multiple sketchbooks, you can either stick to a theme of art like watercolors, pencil art, pen and ink design, or whatever appeals to you most. But to keep your artistic skills flowing, I highly recommend that you experiment with styles you've never tried before to activate your creativity. If you tend to draw landscapes, sketch people. If you like focusing on abstract art, try architectural or urban sketching. Challenge yourself in a new artistic style, and it might help unlock a new passion or project you might not have discovered if you didn't try it out. 3. Mobility. You can take a sketchbook anywhere. One of the most important aspects of keeping a sketchbook is keeping it near you at all times. I can't count how many times I've heard fellow artists regret not jotting down an idea or a quick sketch before bed or in a weird stroke of inspiration while out and about running errands. Like the muses of ancient Greece, creative ideas can come to you at any time, and one of the biggest mistakes or lies creative people tell themselves is, "I'll write this down later." Because that almost never happens. Those ideas are usually a one-time deal. Therefore, I highly recommend documenting inspiration in real time, which is why keeping a sketchbook handy is so important. All of your great inspirations are in one place and not tucked away somewhere you'll forget. Additionally, you can work anywhere if needed. Take your sketchbook with you. Keep it by your bed at night, close to you when you eat. Just keep it close. Because when inspiration strikes, you need to capture it or document it for potential new projects. 4. Practice makes you a better artist. Keeping a sketchbook is a great way to keep your artistic skills on point. Maintaining that creative flow comes with practice, practice, practice. When you want to improve a certain artistic style or skill, your sketchbook is there to utilize in flexing those creative muscles. Sketchbooks also help unload a lot of what's inside your mind. Instead of keeping a million tabs open in your mind, download all those ideas onto paper so you can refer back to it later and not worry about forgetting about it. That stuff can keep you up at night. I would know. Sketchbooks, when filled with words, drawings, mixed media, whatever your style, or a little bit of everything, make for fun ways to share your process as an artist, if you want. It's also a great way to document how far you've come along. 5. It keeps you creative. The more you use your sketchbook to practice your preferred style or experiment, the easier it is to get into the creative zone when you feel you need to get to work. Mixed media sketchbooks in particular are fantastic and what I tend to use, so you're not confined to drawing with pencil, nor are you worried about bleeding markers or aquarelles onto other pages. Using different mediums and styles in your sketchbook keeps you creative, but you can also keep multiple books for specific styles as well. For example, you can keep a sketchbook just for quotes and typography, one for still life, one for doodles, and one for drawing people and places. It's all up to you. What you explore in your sketchbook can open up new doors. It can help push you outside of the norm, where you explore new ideas and maybe even help you define your personal style. 6. Last but not least, sketchbooks help unlock creative blocks. When you feel stuck, turn to your sketchbook. You can just look at what you've created to date, cut pieces out and glue them to other pages, or start something new by expressing what's frustrating you. Sketchbooks have so many benefits that it's impossible to adequately explain in a single video. If you're not sure where to begin with your sketchbook, that's okay. Throughout the series, I of course recommend that you keep a sketchbook or even just a loose set of papers that you can easily store in an envelope or folder. Here's how you can get started with your sketchbook. 1. Have a page for colors. 2. Have a page for patterns. And 3. A page for objects or symbols that you like or things that fascinate you. To close out today's chat in the sketchbooks, I want you to consider the following questions. Who are your 3 favorite artists and why? Feel free to comment below and document in your sketchbook as well if you'd like, and I'll see you next time in the studio. Take care.